Hey guys, how you doing? Anonymous here. We're going to be checking out the Takayudon Retro Remake MiSTER Pi Retro Gaming FPGA Board. So what this is this is a clone to the DE10 Nano, and it comes with a full kit with a USB hub, analog I/O, the digital bridge, and RAM, and a USB-C cable, and a Wi-Fi Bluetooth dongle, etc. This should be a fun little stream. We're also going to be building a fresh SD card using the MiSTER Fusion setup. So yeah, welcome in everyone. Welcome Glaxian, Two Tone, Ping, Zach, Brock, Max Power, and Borgdog. All right, so let's get into it. I also have a new. This was gifted from Evil Ways up in New Hampshire. I got to see him over the weekend. Or over this last week, we met at Fun Spot and hung out, and he gave me one of these Neo Geo controllers. So I'm super stoked to check this out. We'll try that with the MiSTER Pi. Welcome, esports. All right, so we got a USB-C cable and the Bluetooth Wi-Fi dongle. This thing works really, really well. I've been shipping my last kits that I've built for people with this setup, with this dongle. So it pairs really well for PS4 controllers, as well as does Wi-Fi, pretty high speed. So all these boxes have like a Master System kind of look to them. It's kind of cool. What's up, Calico? All right, so we got 3 boards here. These things say the same thing. MiSTER Pi. So this must be the main board here. Nice little padded inside. An anti-static bag as well. Yeah, well, you don't. Oh, you're saying that's the analog board? Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing if I notice a difference in the 18 to 24-bit analog out as well. So this is the board. I mean, it's pretty similar to a Jurassic DE10 Nano. It's using the same Altera Cyclone 5. There's a few quality of life improvements, including a USB hub bridge, so you don't have to have the USB bridge anymore. And then USB-C for power, and USB-C for the JTAG, I think. I'm not sure which one's which. Still HDMI out. So some of the design choices on this board is going to cause it so that your current case might not work. We're going to be using acrylic plates on the top and bottom, so they will work just fine. The holes are in the same position, and for the most part, the boards are very similar to the original. Here's the RAM. I'm hearing the RAM has some issues, so we'll see. We'll test the RAM. Come on, buddy. They had a new design. They originally had a new design that they were going to use, and they switched over last minute to the original design. So I'm wondering if that's what's causing the issue. They also had like a snafu where it wasn't properly credited. Sorg, the original designer. So they did the right thing, and they got it stickered, and then it's changed in future revisions. Is there any word on the next batch for being for sale? Takayudon's Twitter would be the best place to follow for updates on that. They did announce, I think, like October or November for the second run. So let's see. Let me pull it up. Becky is doing a lot of things, including including a OLED switch screen right now for a Switch Lite screen. So they're doing all kinds of stuff. But let me see if we see a second ship. I don't think we'll see a second shipment. There's also a tease of a PlayStation 1 consoleized MiSTER, which I would just buy that if that's going to be something that's available. You're buying from a new setup. I think it was like October or November. Yeah, but there is something about batch 2. So yeah, check their Twitter. Let me post it here in chat. It's also going to be a handheld as well. Yeah. All right. This is the analog board. So this is actually an official analog board. There's no changes or nothing proprietary. You can use this with a D10 Nano. You can do the same with the USB hub, which we'll see next. You would just use the USB bridge. So this is cool. If you want a dual RAM build, you can still buy the Mega Kit and put 2 RAM sticks, and that will negate the VGA port out, but you'll have everything else. And then if you want analog out, like I do, component or composite, or with the active adapter, or RGB out, you use this little bridge, and the bridge converts the analog out, or the analog out to 24-bit video, so, or adapts it for it. So it's a combination board, which is really cool to see, instead of having a different analog board and a dual RAM board. And the USB hub. All the boxes. Look at all these boxes, dude. Could it be like $10 cheaper if we just get it all assembled in one box? So this will be like the 200th MiSTER I've built, at least. Will the IO board analog fit in the original PCB board cases? PCB board cases. No, the ports are different. So anything that is milled or CNC'd or cut out, the sides, the small sides are different. So no. I mean, you can make it if you want to have like a Dremel. You can make it fit. Alright. I'm so scatterbrained today. I should have done this stream tomorrow, but I really want to do this today. So I'm in Florida, as most of you guys know, and there's a storm heading our way. It's shifted a little bit west, so I should be good, but then it hits Pass Blaster in Tallahassee. I mean, it's a lose-lose situation. All right, let's get all these little standoffs. So these standoffs are included. What's up, Tobal? Thank you, thank you. I need to learn how to do the guest feature on Twitch. I would have had somebody else on join me. I've manually like used Zoom and stuff like that to have Smoke Monster on in the past, but Twitch features a whole guest feature now. I should just use that. 5. Not sure why we're getting 5 of everything. Maybe just 1 extra. Never seen build parts look tiny? What? Wait, what? Alrighty. All right, so I think we start with the MiSTER board. I should actually look at the video of like how they assemble it. Let's take a quick look at it. There is a great already like professional video of how to assemble this thing.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, smallest on the bottom. All right, so that should answer the question. We'll start with the USB hub, smallest on the bottom, and then the looks like the medium size one. Do you guys prefer a zoomed out look like this, or do you like it to be really close? And hand tight's probably fine for this. I don't think you need to really crank down on these standoffs. You got a version 3 blister on order. Oh, interesting. Cool. So they're still making blister boards? I did a blister stream forever ago. So this should be nice. It's got a ports that we're gonna line up here. So the ports are over here. So you're gonna just line up these two ports together, and should be pretty simple. Yeah. So that aligns these perfectly, which is great. I assume now we just do the big screw into here. Another blister user. I sold my blister setup. I still have a lot of my dongles though, that I use for snack. Yeah, I would say out of all the MiSTERs I've built, which is hundreds, the biggest problem is always this USB bridge. So on a normal build, I have it over there, but there's a little PCB board USB bridge that people connect, and that will come loose. That will cause the HDMI ports or micro USB port to fault. So it's just it's a big stress point. A lot of times I had to tell people to reseat that USB bridge. It also like pokes out of cages. So this, although not standard, is a nice addition in my opinion. And then people could always build a bridge board if they wanted to. Yeah, if you were using a D10 Nano and this USB hub, and you didn't have this little bridge interconnect, you could still use the standard USB bridge. All right, so yeah, these are all added. Okay, so the Ethernet port out, Ethernet port facing me, and the VGA facing away from you is how you assemble this. And you have these row of pins here, and on the other side, you want to make sure that they're lined up here. So it goes into like this little black receiver, the little black receivers there. Okay, so this one's completely flush all the way to the end. This one is one short, so there's one pin that's missing there. Not missing, but not populated. And just push. All right. And we're gonna add another layer of USB standoffs because we are gonna add we're gonna add a acrylic plates that I had made a while back, as well as 3D printed buttons. The files for these are available if you ever want them. All right, so let's see. Probably my standard standoffs would work fine. Although the RAM board might go a lot higher. I need to see what how high this board is. Next, we have the analog board. Okay, so that's a complete pin for pin setup there. And then you also have these pins here that connect. You want to apply pressure away from the pins. Kind of like rocket left and right. It is a little bit of a tight fit right here. I think it is done correctly though. All right, now the RAM module this way faces outward. It says that as well. And this goes on the other side. I like to do it like a rock left and right here. You want to make sure it's not leaning over too far or bridging any of these pins. Again, if you're doing a dual RAM build, which isn't really needed anymore, you would, and don't need analog out, you would have this. You just wouldn't install this piece, and you would install another RAM module over here. You also have to hit a dip switch on the actual DE10 Nano clone. All right. Let's see. Yeah. All right, so let's continue with the install and see if it looks good on these with these acrylic plates. So it looks like, yeah, they just include an extra of every one of these, extra screw, extra standoffs, etc. of each size. Oh yeah. It does not include a heatsink. You're completely correct. Let's add a heatsink on there. Thank you, Max Power. If I have an extra heatsink. Yay, we get to build it again. Does not come with a copper heatsink. I don't remember that, you know, being listed. It's not like it's missing from here. It's just not included. So it probably would be recommended. You might not need it at all, but why not have it? You have a repo of the scripts you use for the default. Yeah, I'll post them in chat. This one's not going to be fun to remove. That's not bad. Make sure you didn't bend any pins. I didn't bend any pins as well. Okay. Another cool thing is this includes the audio in jack, which most people didn't include on their original build. Should have installed this before the USB hub. That way I could put pressure underneath it, but should be fine. I'm all scattered brain now. Right. Trying to drill 720 motions in Vampire Saber. I don't know what that means. Oh, a two-tone. I need to set up that way to output to the CRTs. I'm doing a fresh, so I have a I'm moving all my builds to a 512 SanDisk. Now that we have so much CD media, to an extreme 512. Also, since this build, you know, is a little bit cheaper, we have that little bit of extra money to invest into a proper SD card. In the past, I originally started with 128, and then I moved to 256. But I think now with the Saturn, PlayStation core, and N64 core, and the like the Amiga-Vision growing, as well as the 0 megahertz DOS collection growing, and CDI coming, it's about time to move up in size of the SD card. Mr. Cast, yeah, Mr. Cast. All right, so this looks built. We'll just get these plates on here. This build will be going to a local friend that's wanted a MiSTER for a while. He's always been doing like retro, like huge retro gamer, but always goes the Linux and the Android route for playing games. And I've been talking about FPGAs for them forever. They just ordered an analog pocket, and now they're getting a MiSTER as well. So he's taking the full jump into it, which is fun. Use NOS for everything, and oof, you're a madman. That's cool setup though. Cross the streams. Am I crossing streams? Or are you crossing streams? Welcome, first time chatter. Oh, who was the follow? MX5 Wolf Red, thank you for the follow. What color button should we use? What do you guys think? Purple? Yellow? Let's see what the yellow ones look like. Yeah, I get it. I grew up in the 80s. Oh, on the originals, I used to like hit the crap out of these buttons. So the original D10 Nano used to be 110 bucks, and then it was 140, and then 180, and now it's like 240 or 229. This whole kit, everything you're seeing here except for the acrylic plates, is $160. So yeah, it's cheaper than a D10 Nano. The whole setup is cheaper than just the board. And this is also the Mega Kit. If you don't need analog out and you don't want to use a USB hub, you can buy just the base board for $99, and you can get the RAM for an additional 20 bucks. They also have a bundle with the base board, RAM, and then a fan board. So it's this board that's not populated but has the fan, and that's at a discount as well. Yeah, and I if you guys remember, I had a backstock. I had a whole box of D10 Nanos right back there. I sold them all because I knew this was coming. And I was like, I do not want to get stuck with these D10 Nanos. Somebody test this with Mr. Cade. I believe online, yeah, they have. What's up, Tanoko? Crazy. And this is this clone is stripped of hardware that the D10 has built. The MiSTERs don't use, so it should be more efficient on power. Yeah, this is supposed to be more efficient on power. You're using a USB-C cable as well. They actually recommend a 2 amp, a 5 volt 2 amp, like legacy USB to USB-A to USB-C cable.
55 plus 3 woot.
Yo, 58 months.
Everyone.
Thank you so much, X, for 58 months. You like me for 58 months enough to give me a subscription? That's it means a lot. Thank you. All right, so this is too tight here. Let's see. All right, I'll mess with the standoffs later, but the buttons work now. All the clickies. All right, so it's built. Let's start the SD card. Let's cheat. Let's cheat first and just put in my SD card just to see if this thing works. I'm sure it will. So the SD card goes on the underside of the DE10 Nano clone. So there's a little SD card slot here. Let's plug the Bluetooth in. Now I think that both of these are power in the back, so you're gonna want to use these side, front, and front for actual USB.
Yo, Owl, I hope you've been well, buddy.
What's up, Gary? Doing well. Thank you so much for 49 months. Much appreciated. What's up, White Hat? Dude, I got so much rust. This is the slowest build ever. I think it would actually be I think I could actually get a new world record with this build because there's less assembly. Because I don't have that USB bridge, and then things line up easier. I could break my world record. So do we like it with the yellow buttons? It looks pretty good. So the SD card's in here. Let's power it on. Oh, we need HDMI too. So is this one the power? Yo, X, thank you for 100 bits there. Mr. Party Time? It is a Mr. Party Time. Is this the power? Let's refer to the video. So it is, okay. So you'll get the blinking patterns if the MiSTER card is being recognized. Yo. Way back. I hit the freaking power button on my computer. There goes Florida. Damn, you're brutal. We here? Are we alive? My computer just literally tried to shut down on me. I need to pull up a bunch of links. 1 second. All right, do we have a picture yet? Dude, my freaking Steam Deck now doesn't work. Okay, good. All right. That's it working. Plugging in a USB keyboard. And I use a highly recommend like a little Logitech keyboard. It's better than having to deal with a tiny little thing all the time. What's up, homie? I guess let's go ahead and add this thing too. So yeah, sorry, X. So we just built a. Let me pull it up. We just built a Retro Remake MiSTER Pi Retro Gaming FPGA Mega Pack board. So what this is a D10 clan, D10 Triassic D10 clone. USB hub, analog board, the newest analog or IO AV Pro 9.2 board, which you can use a dual RAM config, or you can use the analog adapter board to use the VGA out. And it comes with a Wi-Fi Bluetooth dongle and USB cable. Yeah, so we just got finished building it right now. It is running, and it is working. It's right here. But we're going to unbox the controller for it. You have the Logitech keyboard and mouse you use for yours as well. Nice. Yeah, I didn't know Galaxian was taking a break from streaming until his last stream. I get it. I completely get it. I barely stream it as I don't have as much time as I used to. And yeah, you don't really realize how much time it takes up. So stream when you want to, Galaxian. If you ever want to come back to streaming, just stream when you want to. That's what I do, and I still love it. When I was streaming, I streamed pinball every day, every Wednesday for like 8 years, 9 years. And it started to become a chore. so you don't want to burn out your hobby over it. So I haven't felt one of these. I have felt an original. I've played on an original before. Thank you again, Evil Ways, for this this amazing gift. I wonder if I have to use this dongle or if I can use just Bluetooth. Comes with a big old controller thing. How does it feel? Yeah, just so what I do, Galaxian, when I want to stream, it's like a special event. So it's like this came out or something new game came out. But like the whole having a show and all the prep time that took and setting up the 4 boards and just constantly working on it, it's too much. It was too much work. So this is a USB-C to A cable. Cool. I don't know if this thing comes charged or not. How do I... Okay, Bluetooth. And then I guess I'm going to have to rate on how to sync it. Most likely it's this button up here. Did you miss it? You did, Albert. Press the pair button and put the button into its pairing mode. The status LED starts to rotate from left to right. Wait, what? This thing might need to be charged first, I don't know. Let's just try manually plugging it in. Okay, so we do have USB control. And how do you pair stuff? 11. Oh, look, it's pairing. Oh, I unplugged it by accident. Let's try that again. Does that mean it works now? Yo! What did I want to do? I wanted to do the RAM test. Oh, it's under utilities, right? Are these errors? I don't know how this RAM test works normally, so I don't know if this is good or bad. And then I think you go down to do like the speed of it. Were those errors that I was getting? Has a nice diagram explaining it on GitHub. The RAM test. Yeah, Brock, I'm kind of out of the loop too. That's why we're going to be building a new SD card, trying to incorporate all the new stuff that's out there. Favorites, the attract mode, all these other utilities. So we'll be doing that next after we confirm this thing works. I would never do that. Does anybody know how this RAM? Let me see if I can find it. Okay, the size. So it's saying it's 3, so it's recognizing that it's 128. One is the auto mode indicator. 2 is the test time passed in minutes. Okay. Current memory module. 3 is the memory module frequency, which is at 144 right now. Number of times of past cycles. So the count that happens here. And 6, the number of failed tests. So the bottom. Okay. So we probably want the bottom to stay 0. So let's see. Let's just relaunch the whole thing again. Red are errors. In auto mode, it'll down clock until the errors go away. Okay. Did I mean to launch that? So it airs at 167. It airs at 160. It's going down. So it keeps on going down, it looks like. It was a good game. You like the RAM error testing game? So it looks like it's running stable at 147. How fast of the RAM do you need for these cores? You use your MiSTER once a week just to run update all? That's funny. Yeah, my friend was saying that they never play their MiSTER. I have a few friends that never play their MiSTER. I'm like, there's PlayStation out now, there's Saturn out now, N64. They're like, really? I was like, yeah. Update your MiSTER. I think what people don't do is they don't buy the they don't buy like Wi-Fi, so they just never hook it up to the internet, and that's just the whole point of the MiSTER is to always update it, always stay on top of all the fixes and everything. So I wonder if this thing's charged now. Can I just disconnect it? Oh, it's still running the test. All right, so it looks like it runs stable at 147, whatever that means. 130 is pass. Interesting. So the little modules at top, the 3-stack filled one is the RAM, and I think to the left of that is the internet connection. Okay, so this is working with the dongle, with nothing else hooked up wirelessly. So that's nice. Let's launch a game. You haven't tried the Saturn core? Crazy. Oh yeah, I don't know if I have sound engaged. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice. I need to hook this up to the analog output as well. Some people are having trouble with the analog output.
Please select the type of your game. Who do you play as? Robert Randall. Please select your challenging course. Germany. Madden National Golf Course. Final day. Final party start. Good luck.
You'll need it.
Hole number.
All right, it's at the bottom. Nice. Ah! I didn't mean to hit that. So Charlie Far. Does the bad apple? You want to? I don't want to do bad apple. Gets you copyright struck. So 76 yards out of 100, no wind. So we'll just go a little bit short. That's definitely not short enough. I'm gonna go high and backspin. Oh, it hit the pin on the backspin. My mic, yeah, my mic's always really hot. I'll turn it down a little bit though, as long as it's not distorting. Thanks, Nancy. All right, let's launch something else. Oh yeah, that was a different static image. Interesting. Not distorting. What is taxing? Probably some arcade stuff, right? So we did Neo Geo. I'm trying to think what required Hotego to like have very fast RAM. Probably CPS2 stuff. Oh, let's do wasn't the PlayStation? Well, let's try a Saturn. Or no, N64 would be a good one. I heard people are having issue with Conker's Bad Fur Day, but I don't know if I've got that to boot outside of this patched version. Saturn was very picky. Okay, we should do that.
Stupid logo. Yeah, that's better. You can get it.
Super graphics.
Marvelous.
It works. If you guys aren't playing this on analog out, this video out mode, Clean HDMI, is supposed to be the bee's knees. This is gonna have like a long intro, watch. Do we know what's faster, Bluetooth or using the 2.4 gigahertz dongle for these, where is it? For these 8-bit dues? Is it faster to use the Bluetooth or just use the dongle? I wonder. This is the full clone setup. This is the full Retro Remake clone setup we're playing on right now. 2.4 gigahertz is way faster. Let's switch over then. I don't know if it will accept a live change.
Well, there I am.
Nine milliseconds? I would never want to use a wireless controller. I am a wired sub 1 millisecond type of guy. You know? Oh, so I wonder if I have to pair... Do I have to do anything to get this to work? It's wired in now. But you know what? I didn't hook it up to the analog though. Let's hook it up to analog. So this will take just 1 second. Then I won't feel so awkward trying to use this setup. So yeah, static is totally different. Wired for all the Twitchy games, wireless if you're on the couch. I got you. All right, we do have analog out. There's no easy way for me to show you with my current setup, but yeah, the analog out is working on my PVM. There's been a lot of reports of the analog out not working, so confirm that it does work just fine, or at least on a PVM. I saw people using like direct video out. They're using the direct video out, and then they were using component in. They were using a VGA cable into the back of the VGA of the unit, but it wasn't a professional set. So I think it probably didn't accept 15 hertz, and they're blaming it on this setup. But anywho, yeah, it does. The analog out works for me, so that's good. Does this thing work now? Oh, it does have buttons. I didn't notice it had lights down here. Okay, this does work with the dongle. Cool. Do I use VSync? I think there's a yeah, you can adjust the VSync on the MiSTER. Well, let's put some music on.
The deep, primitive, roaring exhaust notes titillate. The bass instinct.
Let's try something without words. Make sure I'm caught up with chat. Play the English translation of Square's racing RPG. Cool. The new Retrobit stick arcade stick is looking potentially awesome. Yeah, I like that it you can have two different 2.4 gigahertz or wired and Bluetooth, and then you can swap it. So you could use that with your computer and then swap it over when you're using the MiSTER. You couldn't get VRR or FreeSync to work. Gotcha. Yeah, I haven't messed. I play analog, so the HDMI output I don't really mess with. The buffered modes pretty much use VSync. We're going to be diving into the SD card setup here in a minute. Octopus arcade stick, cool. You do that for your 8-bit keyboard. That's cool. Nice, two-tone. All right, mostly caught up. All right, let's give it my official test. You guys know what the official test is, right? You're just hoping this would be it. They made a gimmick one. They totally made a gimmick one. It's way more better too. This doesn't seem to be pre-mapped. Oh, it's not this. This isn't the issue. The issue was I always use Snack in this core. So let's just use Snack. Because I'm in love with my Joy-Card Sansui SS. Let's try the Snack port. And that'll be the real official test. The EXA's coming back to the stream. My friend just got his EXA updated, one of the ones that I borrow. With Gimmick got an update as well. Seems pretty good. This is a good game. Gordon Wayne, I think you're right. I'm cutting it close. I'm so out of practice in this game. Yeah, the reset button works. The reset button works just fine. Ah! This is how you know I'm out of practice. Okay. Bad route. Who'd that be? Yo, Pastebin. Thank you for 47 months. Playing, so we're checking out some gimmick on the MiSTER clone, the Takayudon Retro Remake MiSTER Pi board. This whole setup that we're playing on is about 160 bucks. I am playing on some Sony Trinitron PVM thingy. I don't get into the details as much as some of you guys. Whatever this is. It's on a Roomba box. Like a professional. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, one of those. The Roomba box is built like a tank, and it's full of styrofoam, so it works great for a PVM stand. I have it so that the PVM's eye level with me, so I don't have to like look down or look up. It's the perfect height. One thing I was thinking about the other day about Gimmick 2. Gimmick 2 lacks just like rooms like this. This room only exists to be beautiful. There's no secret over here or anything. I also didn't really think about this, but we have items in this game, like power-ups, and Gimmick 2 doesn't. It has a lot of like costumes. Do I like the box or the Roomba more? That's a hard call. I really like my Roomba because I don't like sweeping, but this box is very important to me. Yeah, it's like a 50-50. Boom, boom. We have a ROM hack version of this game that has the glasses. That was where Gimboss came from. Becca Red, one of the first ROM hacks that we had out there was Becca Red made a version of this game that has the where he's always wearing the Gimboss glasses, I think. Yeah, I paid 50 bucks for this monitor. Like, Florida PVMs used to be super cheap. I have to eventually learn the skip here. You can clip through the roof and land in like one of the last scenes on this stage. Sorry, I didn't realize how loud the music was. You like the box better because your Roomba sucks. Do you have a... So I had a really bad Roomba at first. I had like the super cheap one that has like no memory. It just kind of uses the algorithm to find stuff. But I have since upgraded to one with which Wi-Fi maps your whole residence, and you're able to say what rooms you want it to clean and not, and it's a lot better. It also empties itself, which is nice. But this is running on the, this is running on the new clone. And then after this, we're just gonna do an any percent run. It'll be really quick. And after that, we will build the SD card from scratch. Because there's a few things I want to try checking out. Oops. Yeah, no differences at all. Oh, we don't need the secret. Dang it. I mean, it's the person's choice if they want to use the clone or if they want to use a Thoracic. The Thoracic has its advantages. You can, there's case options that are already built for it. And it's a known good product. This one's still being tested, but I mean, my first impression so far and everything I've read is that the clone, if you're just playing this for the MiSTer and you're wanting to play games and you don't have a MiSTer setup or you want a second MiSTer setup, yeah, give this a try. I mean, it looks... Oh, I need a bomb. I need to get 880 out of these guys. Okay. Because we're going to be doing the any percent glitch run. Yeah, gaming's not an easy game. You have to spend time and learn how to play the game. Alright, so since we basically made our hit Gimmicks' like active box 1 pixel, we can do all kinds of weird skips and glitches. It's kind of fun. This area is not supposed to be loaded up, so it's all glitched out. Pretty sure the bomb's gonna go off when I go into this tunnel. Okay, it doesn't matter anyways. I have no health. I'll play this safely. It's your fault, chat. I don't know why it's your fault, but it's your fault. Lucky. I got lucky. Are you ready for this one? And we're at the end of the stage. Can I get the big ride? Nope. Boo. I'm gonna take it slow here. So we're gonna have to wait for another cycle or two. Aquos, you ever play this game? I know I saw you play Gimmick 2, but I wasn't sure if you ever had played the original. I think I introduced Aquos to this game, right? You see it? Did you see it here, or did you see it before? Whiz, please. Oh, no health. Dude, I'm gonna die so hard. You don't know? Did someone make an NES version of Gimmick 2? No, that's the best comment. Oh no! Ah, he still got me, and I killed him. Yeah, I did one stream of it so far, Zero Fire. I'll return to it. Hey, what's up, Proc? You did miss the build stream, but it goes together really quick, Proc. I'll when Retro Remake starts offering me to order this in bulk, these kits in bulk, I'll do full proper build streams. Or we build like 10 or 12 of them. And I'll also offer them up to you guys. Dead girl run. So the snack port also works on this. Let me hook up this other camera, 1 second. Count you in? Word. Oh, there we go. So yeah, this is the D10 clan. This is the MiSTER or the Takayudon Retro Remake that we have over here. And it's working. It's working like expected. All right, let's start messing with a new SD card. Thanks, cathode. Oh, I thought that was a cathode. It's a cathol. You still want a vector converter board? That'd be cool. So I am using a we're using a oh, is it let's do this. We're using a I trust SanDisk. They've always been performed well. So we're going up from 256 to 512 and using an extreme version for this build. All right, so step one, we're going to download the MiSTER Fusion image. Yo, El Rock, how you doing? Welcome. Building, we just built the actual MiSTER, and now we're setting up the SD card. A new SD card. We did test it with my my current SD card. SanDisk has never let you down, me either. Banana nut bread. So you go to the Fusion page, you go to releases, and then you download this image, which I already have downloaded. So you can use like you can use a few different programs. I use Win32 Disk Imager. You want to make sure that the image is loaded here and that the device is being recognized, and you want to hit right. So it's pretty quick. It'll give you a bunch of pop-ups here and ask you to format. You don't want to ever format. Whenever you put the MiSTER SD card into a computer, you don't want to format. You want to eject it safely. I'm going to put that in the MiSTER now. Then you put it back into the MiSTER. So we should see it come up here. I think it will tell us when it's done. Okay, there we go. You get the static screen by default, but you can hit F1 to change through backgrounds. Okay, now we're going to take the SD card out again. All right, to make things go a little bit faster, I'm going to copy over my MAME zips. But the update all script will actually grab those, but it's a pretty big download, so I'm going to save some time by grabbing them off my old card. So this is not a step you would normally need to do. $437 gigs, so would have had to download 437 gigs again. So on the on the Retro Remake .co website, you can go to firmware setup, and they have it so that, like, if you're in a country that doesn't allow the MiSTER Updater to work correctly or GitHub to work correctly, they have a like a mega pack offline install package right here at the top, and that gives you a bunch of the cores and setups. So we're gonna try doing it this way because I've never done it this way. So I have that downloaded already. So once this is done, I think the firmware is done copying over. We're gonna put the new card we're setting up into the SD card reader. So I think it is done. Yep. So we're gonna eject my old card. Actually, is it being used? There we go. Yep. All right, so this is the new image. So we just flashed it with the MiSTER Fusion. We put it in the MiSTER FPGA. It initializes some things around, and then we're taking it back to the computer to add some things to it. So we're going to download. I've already downloaded this offline install package. We're going to drag that over to the root of the SD card. So this will take a minute or two. Did AO46 setup ever get sorted and replace Flynn's? The 0 megahertz collection is pretty much taken over, Proc, and we'll be looking at that today as well. And here's information on that. We're gonna let this finish though. That was the main use of the MiSTER until they took it away. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, I thought it was done already. So with this faster card, I'm getting 180 kilobytes per second, which is pretty good. Yeah, it'd be nice if we saw other setups like that, Gary. Especially for the Sharp 68K and PC88, PC98. Because those are all benefit from custom configs setups. I think there is one for Sharp 68K, right? Yeah, there's a... I think there's a... Yeah, there is a collection already. Okay, while this is happening, let's get the latest version of the MiSTER update all script. Looks like I already have it, but just in case, I'll do it again. So you're gonna drag over the update all.sh to the scripts folder. That's done. And here's the link to the update all script. You load the core first, unlike the 0 megahertz collection. Okay. A little bit of a difference then. This is going to take a few minutes. We also have to drag over the MAME files. You haven't done a fresh SD card in a while. Yeah, there's other stuff we're gonna be checking out here that I haven't messed around with that I've been meaning to. One of them is this collection from Wizzo. It's called MiSTER Extensions, and this is a collection of all these things. The Tap 2, the remote, so you can launch games from your phone or a web interface. There's like background, you can add background music to like your main menu. You can add a favorites area. You can have a games menu. You can launch sync. I don't even know what launch sync is. Last played, a play log, a random launch game launch. So this is a collection that we're going to add to the update all downloader.ini script. So it will automatically download all of these and set it up. So we'll be checking that out. And just in case this favorites setup doesn't work, I have the separate branch of just the favorites here, because the favorites looks pretty interesting. We're also going to set up the Amiga.Vision image, which is amazing. And grab some of the games out of the 0 megahertz collection. But we are going to do some waiting around here and there. Okay, so the offline setup is copied over to the main MiSTER SD card here. We're gonna copy over our MAME games into the games MAME folder. And again, this is just because I have them downloaded already. The update all script would be grabbing these, but it's gonna save us some time to do it this way. I like this write speed. Because I'm always the one usually setting up SD cards for people. This is gonna save me a lot of time. What's up, Sav? I have a C64 arcade collection. That is something that I'm doing a collection of streams on, Gary, and Varenus helped me set that up. So those are all .mgl files to launch different Commodore 64 arcade ports. Okay, so those are copied over. So what else? Let's confirm that the update script is here. Okay, update all is here. I know it's kind of hard to see for you guys. I wish there was a way I could make everything bigger for you. Okay, so what do we do now? Probably the Amiga.Vision image. So the Amiga.Vision image is available here. I already have it downloaded. So a lot of people that set this up, they don't read the full instructions. You have to copy stuff over and edit the MiSTER.ini file. So that the MiSTER.ini file deals with how the core launches and at what resolution and everything. So let's copy this over and then we'll edit the MiSTER.ini file. So this just goes into your root, I believe. Yeah. I'm not going to copy over the extras. And let's look at the README. For games with a save functionality to work, you must quit the game using the delete key to ensure your save data will be written to disk. I did not know that. So they have in this, they have how to set it up for an Amiga, how to set it up for emulators, how to set it up for the Pocket, as well as the MiSTER. So we're going to read the MiSTER instructions here. So if you're upgrading from an older version, there is special instructions here on like what to delete. Like they're setting aside your AGS saves.hdf so you don't lose any of your save progress. So in the MiSTER.ini, you copy this over. So let's go ahead and edit that. So you just double click on the MiSTER.ini. You can use Notebook to edit it. I like Notepad++. Works really well. So I just usually add these things at the bottom. Hit save. I'm also going to turn on composite sync. So there's an ini settings script you can run, but since we're in here already, I'm going to make a few changes. You can turn on YPBR, you can turn on composite sync, you can set the output resolution, but just so that the image works with my analog output, I need to turn on composite sync. So you set it for 1 to turn that on. I don't think there's anything else really that I need to do right now. So I just saved it. We're going to exit out of it so that it is finalized. And it looks like it is done copying over. So the Amiga.Vision image is now set up. All right, what else we got? Let's do this Wizzo setup. So to get all these installed, I think I just copy over this text right here. Add the following text, add the following to downloader.ini file to install everything at once. Oh, to the downloader. It's not even the MiSTER. Okay. So let's copy this. I don't have a downloader.ini file yet. One will be created, I think, when I run the update all script. Let's go ahead and run it, I guess. Let me look at my... Let me look at my other SD card image. Yeah, downloader.ini is just in the main menu. So in my main image, I have this downloader.ini file created with That's pulling in the CoinOps collection, the JT cores, the names, but all this is going to be configured in the update all script. And the update all script might actually include the, oh, it is right here, the MiSTER All. So I could just turn that on. All right, so I won't have to manually add it, I don't think. Let's just try by putting the SD card in the MiSTER now. All right, we have the RAM is being recognized. I think the network is hooked up. So F12 to hit scripts. It gives you like a disclaimer. You can just hit yes, don't ask this again. And we're going to run the update all. Hold on. Huh. Let me try dragging over the update all again. Well, this is a good thing to show off, I guess. Let's FTP into the MiSTER. So, on the MiSTER, if you hit F12 and hit left... Oh, it's the network's not hooked up. That's the problem. Yeah, I can set up Wi-Fi. I'm gonna do a direct plug-in though. It'll be faster. Oh, there's the network symbol. You see the little three-prong thing? Okay, so now we should be able to run the update all script. And we're gonna hit up to modify this. I wish this resolution was bigger. I think you can make it bigger. Because this is hard to see for me. What's up, Venus? Let's see. So yes, we do want the main distribution to be enabled. I need to have this larger. Why is this so small? I forgot what I did on my old setup to make it bigger. Because it is bigger on my setup. Maybe I can just make it... We'll just zoom in. It's running well. Alright, let's just do it like this. This is fine. Alright, so for the main distro, we'll just do plain, it's fine. So yeah, we want this on. Yo, Venus, thank you for the resub. All right, so yeah, we want this on official cores. Yep. JT, I'm gonna turn on because I am a JT Patreon subscriber. So you're gonna end up grabbing jtbeta.zip and putting it in your MAMES folder. So we do want to install premium cores. The coin up collection I want on. Let's look at the other cores. So arcade offset I want on. I do not have LLAPI, so I don't need LLAPI, I don't think. That's I think that's Bliss setup. The Epsilon unofficial distribution I want on. I do not have a active adapter for YC, so I do not need to turn that on. I will turn on AG23's MiSTER cores. Tools and scripts. Yes, I do want arcade organizer on. I want names on. I don't know about the arcade names though. I haven't seen this. Let's just keep it off for now and we'll see what it does. $18 is right for me. The Wizzo MiSTER extensions we're going to turn on. The super track mode we're going to turn on. We do not. This is for a tiny little OLED screen. And Retro Spy, which allows you to map your inputs. If you're a streamer and you want to show what controls are being activated, that's a cool little utility there. Extra, you want to turn on the BIOS database. That downloads all the BIOSes for all the different cores and consoles. Arcade ROMs database. We already dragged ours over, but I'll still turn it on. That way, future arcade cores will be grabbed, as well as the ones we have will be CRC checked. I like this wallpaper collection, so the Randy Snice wallpaper collection we will turn on. I like these boot ROMs as well. They're custom MiSTER boot ROMs. And then there's another wallpaper collection. Sure, we'll turn on all the art wallpaper collections. The Pocket, I like to keep that whole setup separately, so I'm not gonna mess with that at all. I am a Patreon. I think he suspended his Patreon right now. But yeah, we won't go into that. And then system menu. So auto reboot if needed, yes. Pause between updaters, 2 seconds, 0, 30. 2 is fine. And then the countdown timer will move to 4, which is the lowest you can go. And we're gonna hit save. And we're gonna run it. Boom, 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 boom. And then after this runs, we're going to take the SD card out again and drag over all our ROM collections. I've seen some people use like separate ROM zip files for independent games, for individual games, but master collections that you find out there that are a .zip file, you can just download, you can drag that over to the games, to the game specific console. So like game/games/SNES, you can just drag over a collection to that folder, and the MiSTER will load that zip file, and you'll be able to load games that way. This thing working still? Oh, there we go. The room.
Rage Racer. The deep, primitive, roaring exhaust notes titillate. The base instincts of those who become known as Rage Racers. No one knows.
Epsilon just turned payments back on for Patreon. Yeah, I support him when he has it active.
Contestants dangerously living on the edge. Those who live for the moment.
Update all script adds to the downloader the standard update script and adds all these extra features. So it's the main updater that I run to keep my Mister up to date.
The ultimate, the #1 Rage Racer.
No, let's not play that. I just wish this text was bigger for you guys. Let's go back to the plain setup. I'll make it bigger. There's some stuff happening. So this is all happening all in the background. Oh, I gotta add that controllers database. I don't think that was an option that we saw. What is trying to activate behind this? This is downloading the wallpapers. Splatterhouse Arcade, Splatterhouse hand drawn. Yeah, I like the old look of running like a DOS script. And here's the other wallpaper collection. It's so weird it's getting an image behind it. There's literally nothing else on this scene that has an image. Are you guys seeing a flash of like a background? So what is happening is in the translation world now, the main site is gone. If the main site is gone, then you'll just have to manually drag this over. I mean, I've had Misters. I've been using the Mister before there was an update script, and you had to manually drag everything over. This just makes it a lot easier. You saw it, Titan? Thank you. Yeah, it's weird. So this is the HB MAME stuff, as well as, what is that? .pf files? Or RBF, okay. Those are a bunch of arcade ROMs. This is the arcade organizer. Arcade organizer is really nice to set up. If you want to look at like every game that was released by Capcom, or every game in like a certain genre, it's a nice setup. It does take a minute the first time you run it. And usually it doesn't have to do a full rebuild. I'm stoked about this new controller. Little micro clickies. All right, so it looked to try to update Linux. Linux was up to date. All right, so it's done. It's done with the MiSTER updater. Nice, or the update all script. It's gonna reboot itself. I can just hit the button too. So random wallpaper there. That's cool. Yeah, I'm not sure what this auto boot setup is. I think it launches the custom MiSTER boot ROM. Let's look. God, I love that sound. Yeah. You can actually turn off the intro to PlayStation, but why would you ever not want to hear that? So this is a custom PlayStation image here. That's funny. Oh, something you want to do here. You want to go into one of the cores that has autosave and turn it on. So what autosave is, the way that the MiSTER saves games is it doesn't work like a normal memory-based save, meaning it's always accessing the save, because that would be accessing the SD card nonstop. So what you want to do is you want to turn autosave on, and that will make it so that you save in the game, and then you bring up the menu, and when you bring up the menu, it will save it to the SD card. So I think if you do this, and we'll test it, if you do this in one core, it will do it for all the cores. Save to SD card on open of the OSD card. Okay, so it's automatically on, it looks like. Nice. No system has sound like that? Yeah. Does it have volume? I wonder if these don't have volume. Okay, so the MiSTER for the most part is set up here. Wonder how we do the favorites thing. I think I launch it from the main core. So let's go back to the main menu. Oh, one thing we do want to turn on is fast USB polling, as long as your controller has no issue with it. And what that does is it gives you the fastest USB pulling. As long as your controller still works after turning that on, you want to have that on. That will give you faster inputs. Here's the background music. Here's the favorites menu, games menu, last played menu. Okay, so they're all over here. Nice. Let's turn MiSTer SAM attract mode on. The thing is, I don't have ROMs on this this setup yet, so even if we turn it on, it might not fully work right away. Oh, there's a config. We hit up. You have to hit down. Okay. Okay, I think it's configured. Do you want to set the proper time zone? If you were using Wi-Fi, you would have set it up, run the script to run the Wi-Fi setup. I'm using it to plugged in Ethernet right now. There's a new feature in SAM that will download and play old video game commercials. Oh, that's cool. How do I enable that? That sounds neat. I really wanted to set up Tap 2 for public events. No, it doesn't have it built in, but it comes with a dongle for it. Okay, so I think that's. Let me see. I think my next step is putting ROMs on here. Oh, we did install the Amiga core. Let's look at that. So it launches right into it. Nice. Favorites. No favorites added. Okay. I hit escape, which actually ejects you out. Let's relaunch it. Hall of Fame. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, let's play a game. Are you guys ready for the most intense game ever? That is Psygnosis as well. You can also turn these scan lines off if you want. It's in the menu area on the audio and video. Oh no, it's in the video processing. It's in this. If you do reset to default here, you'll get rid of all the scan lines and everything. Oh, you've never messed with the Amiga core? Such a nice setup. metamorphosis into an owl. You guys ready for intense music? You got your brand new Acorn A3100 setup. Nice. I know you were building a Specky. You're also building an Acorn. Oh, this controller feels pretty good. Very different, though. Yeah, the Amiga core is all set up and ready to go. Yeah, two-tone it. Look at the graphics in this. It's gorgeous. I think you can like do power-ups too. I'm not sure if that's a bullet or if that's like gold. Oh, it's definitely a bullet. Okay. This is called Agony. Oh, there's a drop back there, dang it. Thanks, White Hat. Now, I have a Pastebin with all the links that we looked at today. Music goes so hard. It goes too hard. It's too hard. This is the Amiga core, yeah, mini Amiga core. I don't have any money to buy the power-ups. I think the power-ups are timed as well. there a way to get back to the main menu? Delete? Oh yeah, delete, the delete button. That's right. Let's look at a, I wonder if there's a way to get back. Oops. Delete to quit. It says it right there. Oh, there's a port of Aztec Challenge. That's funny. If I hit escape, does it just go back to the main menu? It does. Okay. Weird. You guys want to hear the best song on the Amiga? I think it's called Everyday Golf? No, what is it? How do I go back? Alt. And it's not enter. Anybody know how to go back? I know I can do it with a joystick, but I want to know how to do it on the keyboard. There's also like settings within this image to change the output resolutions. Just an FYI. You can force PAL or you can force NTSC. It's down here in the options. What is that? What is that one game? Is it Sensible? I think this is it.
You wanna play golf? You wanna play golf? Do you wanna play golf? You wanna play? You wanna play golf? You wanna play golf? Do you wanna play golf? You wanna play?
When you walk up to the ball at the very first tee, you start to feel a little nervous, your little spine gets tingly.
You take a driver out the back and you wiggle your back. You take a God Almighty swing and let yourself a swing.
And to find the nice ROM collections for the consoles, search for this on the internet. Those are the best collections. The hardware, they're called. They're called the htgdb Hardware Target Game Database game packs. Those are the old Smoke Monster packs that have been continued to be updated over the years.
Straight down the hole. You would not believe it. Straight down the hole.
And all of the files that are .zip can be dragged over to the MiSTer SD card or FTP'd in. And then things that are .7z need to be unzipped. Also, for all of the CD-ROM based systems, you're going to want to use CHD files. Those are compressed down to about 35 to 50% of the size of the original size. And also, you want to put all of those games in their own folder. Yeah, Smoke Monster's still around. They just started streaming again on YouTube, playing games and fixing things. But he's active on Twitter. I thought about inviting him to this build stream, but it was too short of notice. All right, so I guess I need to start dragging over all the ROMs. And yeah, I think the games will still work, homie, if you all have them in the same directory. The thing is where not having them in their own directory, the problem is the save files can kind of get messed up. I know, I wish it was just the CHD files and then they just had a save folder. So again, just as a reminder, you never want to format the disk when inserting the MiSTER SD card into the computer. I want to make sure I'm not overwriting the mini-mig setup. I'll just hit no for override. If you don't put CHDs in their own memory folder, they'll try to use the same memory card. Thank you, White Hat. I knew there was I thought that was the reason. All right, well, this is probably gonna take too long to continue. It's gonna take like 26 minutes or so. But that's how you set everything up. I hope that was clear enough. I was kind of a little scatterbrained at the beginning, but yeah. Overall review, the MiSTER clone from retroremake.co works well. Easy setup. I don't think you need to be an expert to do anything that we did today. And then of course, all the update screens, all the update scripts and everything make things a lot easier. Build a MiSTER. Build a second MiSTER. Build a third MiSTER. I need to get MiSTER Cast set up. I need to play with a bunch of the other stuff, but it would have to happen after all of these games get dragged over. So the backspace key goes back to the menus. Okay, thank you, Verenus. Multi-disc games, yeah, the multi-disc games, should they be in the same folder? That's a good question, Battle. Toads on Titan. Do I know if there's a date? There was a date, Galaxian, announced on Takiudon's Twitter, but I couldn't find it immediately. I think it's October, early October. You're gonna do a MiSTER and QM Tech builds. Nice. Let me know how the QM Tech works. Yeah, is there questions? We can answer questions right now if you want. First week of October, according to the site. Nice. What is okay? That's a good question. Does that answer your question? I hope. Here, let me put it in chat for you, Proc. All right. Well, I'll call it a night, guys. Let's look for somebody to raid. Appreciate you guys hanging out, as always.